The explorer and songwriter AndrÄ Previn has died at the age of 89. Previn was named for his career in Hollywood, his loving of classic piece of music and as a jazzy piano player. He won 4 Persons Academia Awards. But lot will recall him trying to execute Grieg's piano concert in Morecambe and Wisdom. He carried out the London Concordance Band and was marital 5 times. The jazzy artist, Betty Bennett, became his at first woman. The pair rapidly had 2 daughters or, fair as quickly, break. A few years after, the lyric poet John Dory Langdon became his other woman and chant-writing affiliate. Along they wrote Oscar-nominated numbers for the films Pepe, 1960, and 2 for the Oscillate, 1962. He won Oscars for Gigi, Porgy and Bess, Irma La Douse and My Equitable Dame. One of his more than renowned marriages was to actor and militant Mia Farrowing, ex-woman of Frank Sinatra. Next his die, Farrowing shared a image of her and Previn along and wrote, "View you in the night favorite boyfriend. May you otherwise in brilliant symphonies." The pair were marital of 1970 to 1979 and had 3 biologic family. They as well adoptee threesome family, consisting quickly Yi, who went on to wed Wood Alena, Farrowing's affiliate, following her breakdown up in Previn. Previn after marital Heath Mary Hales, and they dissolved 17 years after. His definitive wedding, in 2002, was to the violin and Sophie Murmur, whose melodic capacity he much delighted. The pair lived in Germany, the earth of his childbirth, but dissolved following 6 years. He was the one of the largest gifted all-round musicians of the 20th age, a domestic behalf seldom off TV sets in the 1970s. He became so named on UK TV in a episode named Piece of Music Overnight, in that he played and carried out classic trimming and entered a band of melodic guests. But anything compared in Morecambe and Wisdom. Their Yuletide shows were a UK establishment and routinely monitored by more than rather than 25 millionth human beings. In 1971, Previn was guest to execute in a thumbnail that implicated and banned the severe-minded master game direct man to Eric and AndrÄ. All the order notes his tightly plan intended they couldn't repeat myself, so Previn scientific his channel on the way of the aeroport in the behind of a cab, inbound in one state. They could do as lot fun of him as they favorite, but they were not to scoff the piece of music. If nobody thinks we are hard to be fun, we're completed, explainable Eric. We include to act as, although it is really severe. The large songwriter had the nice feeling to hear Morecambe play an incompetent singer, ordered to act Grieg's piano concert as a deceased replace for Yehudi Menuhin. In a prosper, he entered Previn as Mr. Andrew View and purified the band in usual contempt. No too hard on the banjos, briefed Morecambe up desperately lacked to hit his cue stick. He insisted the stunned explorer jump in the air so he could see him above the piano lid and later rotated in such a bizarrely brisk release of the piece of music how Previn blown. "You're game all the incorrect notes," he exclaimed. "I'm game all the order notes," came Morecambe's fabulous answer. "Yet not definitely in the order procedure." If Previn had smirked and cracked a smiling, the thumbnail would include been destroyed. Eric had been order, the key was to act it in fatal pledge, no lightweight problem in the auditorium in stitches. AndrÄ deadpanned by himself to comical fame and Morecambe and Wisdom's biography outlined the Shah as their magnificent time. Previn stored up a feverish plan of dwell amateur performance so in his 80s. He tested his brush at opera, in versions of AndrÄ mentioned Wish and Short Face, to blended reviews. The London Concordance Band liberated a declaration to say they were deep grieved to listen of his die. Catherine McDowell, operating CEO of the LSO, told, AndrÄ Previn is a extremely essential portion of the LSO history. Length up LSO opening was set. AndrÄ Previn was achieving out to new audiences far and broad via TV. The silent concordance as well pay respects to the large piano player and explorer. R&B artist Dionne Warwick thanked the songwriter for written the topic chant for Vale of Dolls, as so as some wonderful lot for movie. Comic and artist Stephen Fry pay his respects by referring the Morecambe and Wisdom thumbnail, proverb, goodbye, AndrÄ Previn. He play all the order notes, and normally in the order procedure. Which a lifetime. Opera artist Renee Flemish told she was really grieved by the losing. She told, the NY Times says his piece of music knew no boundaries, but I would say how of his ability and humanness as so.